Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Walking Dead video leading up to the 13th episode for The Walking Dead Season 8. This will be doing our video predictions for what we think is going to happen in Do Not Send Us Astray. And spoiler warning, if you guys are not caught up for The Walking Dead, which is up to The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 12. So very exciting time for Walking Dead right now, guys. We're starting to see All Out War get really close now to kind of the final battle, the final climax of this huge season. And I think after seeing Episode 12, I think a lot of people, from what I'm seeing in comments already, are a lot happier with Season 8 as a whole and kind of how everything has kind of been set up and played out here. Cannot wait to see this episode. Episode 13 looks like it's going to be awesome. If you guys have not seen the promo video, the preview video for this one, I'll put the link in the description. If you have not seen the sneak peek, you got to check it out for this one because this one looks intense. And as we were not expecting to see, it looks like we're seeing kind of these final things come down to, at least with this battle, Simon leading the Saviors, Negan off, kind of lost. They don't know where he is. The survivors don't know where he is. He's kind of disappeared, so to speak. And you know, they may even think he's dead. So Simon, of course, wants to kind of exact revenge or reassert his authority here and try to take out the group of the Hilltop. Also, I think he's not very scared of them. He thinks that they can handle it probably pretty easily, and he doesn't know that Rick and all the others from Alexandria and the survivors of the kingdom, everybody is kind of there together, and they do have prisoners. So this is really, really shaping up to be very exciting to see this final few episodes of the season. So we have 4 episodes left. We have 13, 14, 15, and 16, our last quarter of this season. Now, will Out War last until the very finale episode, until episode 16, or will they kind of have it wrap up here in the next couple episodes and then do like something in the finale where they kind of just get us started for the next season or something? Man, we're going to have to wait and see how all the battle plays out, how all this fighting kind of shakes down here. But we do still have those 4, so they've got to do something with the other episodes, and we have mostly thought that All Out War would take up the full season, so we'll see. But this episode right here looks like we're going to see some kind of a battle. Don't know how much, and don't know if the Saviors will have to retreat, if they're going to be beaten back or something like this is going to happen, if they're going to stand down because of the prisoners or something like this happening. We're going to have to see. But there is some things in the promo and in the sneak peek we can look at that might help us kind of figure out what's going to happen here. So the description for Do Not Send Us Astray is, quote-unquote, trouble arises when unexpected visitors arrive at the Hilltop and the community is thrust into action. Heartbreaking discoveries are made. So really, really exciting here to see this kind of final, I want to say final battle, but I feel like maybe there's one more after this one. I don't know, just based on timing of the season. Again, I'm not into spoilers, so I really, really don't know. But it looks like, to me, this looks pretty close to the comic, final battle sequence for All Out War. I mean, when I say pretty close, I mean like it looks pretty much exactly like it, except minus Negan. Negan's not there. So it's an interesting, different take on it. And Simon, very, very scary. Maybe even more scary in a lot of ways than Negan, based on what he's prepared to do should he defeat, Maggie here and Rick and the Hilltop colony, the joint survivors now at the Hilltop. So we'll have to see what those heartbreaking discoveries are going to be. And we'll have to see how much action we get out of this episode, but it looks like there's going to be quite a bit. A few pretty big takeaways from this promo. The biggest one, I think, is to see the Saviors inside of the Hilltop gates. That one is pretty big, as you can see in some of these sequences here, that the Saviors are, in fact, on the inside of the Hilltop with the kind of the structure of the logs to their back, right? So they're inside. You've got Dwight, you've got Simon, and everybody else. And it looks like the survivors are probably going to either let them in or, pretty much they're going to get in, and then actually the brunt of the survivors' forces may actually be in the Barrington house. So they may not actually be outside fighting from, where, in the courtyard part of the the Hilltop here, they may actually let them in, and be inside. Sort of something like maybe if you guys remember season 3 finale where the governor attacks in, and rather than fighting them in the courtyard of the prison, they let them all the way in, so they come all the way into C block, and then they strike. So something similar to that looks like we might be. We'll see here in this episode, maybe driving Simon and the surviving saviors back. Because they're just, in a bad position. If the others inside the Barrington house, like are in all the windows, have an advantage in terms of height, line of sight and everything, saviors come in, and it's just like a trap, and they just all start, shooting down on them, and they can shoot back up, but they got the high ground, they got the cover and the windows and everything, so it could be really cool. Something like we saw with the 50 cal, if you guys remember earlier on the season with the Kingdom, right? So we see the Hilltop. We've got Carol. She says, quote unquote, winning just means we get tomorrow, maybe one more night. After that, no guarantees. And we get to see basically everybody in this episode. There's Rick. There's at least all the good guys, the survivors, Rick, Morgan, Carol, Maggie. I think Daryl's in there too somewhere. I'm going to try to think off the top of my head, but you pretty much see everybody who's at the Hilltop, which is most of our kind of marquee Walking Dead survivors. Then we've got everybody prepping. They're all kind of getting ready. You can see it becomes nighttime. The saviors kind of roll in. Jerry makes the signal. You see the others. Everyone's kind of getting ready. You see Rick. He's getting ready there too. He's just like a bat out of hell right now, to take people down. Everyone else in there as well too, and then Maggie says, "Here we go." So awesome promo. I love that promo video. It's fantastic and very exciting to see kind of the final steps here for All Out War, finally coming down to the end, right? And then we get a sneak peek. Maggie takes a stand, it's called. So episode 13. So Simon, hello again, Widow Ree. And he's got the walkie-talkie, right? Allow me to offer my condolences for what's happened and what's about to happen. In case it's already not plain as Hilltop potatoes, yours truly is speaking on behalf of Negan this go-round. And I assure you, the man himself received your care package. Next day delivery. And I noticed it was a box that I gave you in good faith. Tricks on me, but the bill has come due, and you and your people are gonna have to pay. Quite dearly, I'm afraid. And then Maggie brings up that they have 38 of the prisoners, of the saviors that they had kind of beaten before earlier on this season. And that they will have to turn around and they'll stay that way. If you don't, I have 38 bullets that I will personally fire into all 38 of them. And that's pretty much it for the sneak peek. That's all they give us for this episode. But the thing is, this episode looks awesome, man. I mean, really, really cool, right? So to get to see kind of this battle go down, predictions on how we think this is going to go. Not spoilers, because I don't know. I'm out of that stuff the last couple of years, but I really don't know for this one. So here's what I'm seeing. You've got the saviors, get their way inside easier than they thought, right? Maybe they have to, slam open the gates at the Hilltop with one of their big, trucks or SUVs or one of the vehicles they have and get in there. You've got the bus that's in there too somewhere, so we'll have to see if that comes into play. You've got Rick and the others that seem to be maybe either in the back or kind of at the side, ready to kind of gank. People probably in the Barrington house windows and that. You can see Maggie at the door with some of the prisoners kind of coming out. So it looks like they're set up and they're ready to go, and they have a kind of a trap or a plan or something ready here to deal with these saviors and what's going to happen. So this could be, man, really, really excited to see how this whole thing goes down. You've got Dwight in there as well too somewhere. Near the front with Simon, so we'll have to see if he gets a chance, and who, if Simon will be killed. Will he be killed off in this episode? Will it be, a future episode? Will he be taken out at all? Will Dwight take him out, shoot him in the back or something? Man, it's really, really exciting stuff. And, this is really what we've been waiting for, to see the final kind of battles. They've been kind of drawing it out for a while. It's been building since the Season 7 premiere for All Out War to get to see the final battle. We've seen one of our, I want to say, kind of final battles between Rick and Negan already. Sort of. A little bit. It wasn't definitive, but it was sort of, right? It was close to it. And now we're going to get to see, it looks like, at least one more episode with some awesome stuff. And then after that, we'll have to see if there's another battle somewhere else. Who knows? I don't know, but man, this looks amazing, man. Really, really great. So I'm pumped. I'm really pumped for Walking Dead again, and I'm really happy to see that because it's been a while since I've been like that, pumped for it. But I feel like after episode 12, all that's kind of coming back. So I think that's what we'll probably see. I'm predicting that I think the Saviors will get in, maybe get their butts kicked a little bit, you know, a bunch of Savior deaths or a few Savior deaths here, and then them kind of retreat. And yeah, man, you know, that's pretty much what I'm thinking for this episode. It should be stellar. It should be awesome. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your predictions below and send me your questions so I can do another Q&A video for you guys tomorrow. That'll be it for tonight's video, guys. If you didn't see the review I did earlier, I'll have it there for you. If you didn't see my reaction to episode 12, awesome episode. Check both of those out, man. So much fun. Great time to be a fan of The Walking Dead again. That's it for this one. I'll see you guys again soon for another. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.